In the early 1980s, the Federalist Society was born out of Yale and the University of Chicago. A humble forum for conservative legal debates, it rapidly grew to become an influential player in judicial appointments, particularly under Republican administrations. The Society's growth trajectory shot it into the annals of history as one of the most impactful legal organizations in the United States, shaping the course of American jurisprudence for decades. This society stands on a foundation of textualist or originalist interpretation of the Constitution, focusing on the original meanings of texts. It's a cornerstone of conservative legal thought, and it has influenced some of the most critical judicial decisions in American history. Imagine an organization with the power to shape the Supreme Court. That's the reality with the Federalist Society. 6 of the 9 current justices have ties to this organization. But its influence doesn't stop there. It reaches into the lower courts, with a significant portion of federal judges appointed during Republican presidencies linked to the Society. It has been a key player in Supreme Court decisions on social and legal issues, including gun control, environmental regulations, and most notably, abortion rights. But with great power comes great controversy. Critics argue that the Society's influence undermines democratic values by promoting a judiciary skewed towards conservative viewpoints. This bias has shown its face in major Supreme Court decisions on issues such as abortion, gun control, and environmental regulations. The Society's operations and funding sources have also been scrutinized, with critics suggesting an agenda that aligns with conservative interests, including those of major Republican donors. The rise and dominance of the Federalist Society has sparked debates on legal diversity and the balance of power in a democracy. Some suggest that its influence threatens the democratic principle of checks and balances, potentially leading to a judiciary that does not represent the breadth of American political and legal thought. As we look at the Federalist Society's role in controversial decisions, like the potential overturning of Roe v. Wade, we see a clear reflection of its profound impact on American democratic values. In the intricate tapestry that is American democracy, the Federalist Society plays a complex and multifaceted role. While it champions a particular legal philosophy, its influence echoes beyond the judiciary, permeating the broader political discourse and democratic processes. And as America wrestles with monumental legal and constitutional questions, the influence of the Federalist Society will undoubtedly remain a hot topic of intense debate and scrutiny. This is a story of power, influence, and democracy. This is the story of the Federalist Society. Despite the undeniable influence of the Federalist Society, it hasn't been without its fair share of criticisms. Many have referred to the Society's nature as draconian due to its rigid adherence to conservative legal thought. This rigidness has been seen in its influence over a series of strict judicial decisions, often associated with a lack of flexibility and adaptation to societal changes. Critics argue that this approach, while it may uphold the Constitution, often fails to account for the complexities of our evolving society. The Society's uncompromising and rigid perspective continues to stir debate and remains a contentious point within the legal community.